some technical difficulties. I was not feeling that. Hey y'all, sorry if you were on the first live. My phone dropped and it went crazy. So I'm gonna see if I can get my guests to join really quickly. Hey y'all. Trying to get Tamara to join, but welcome to Wind Down Wednesday. Appreciate it. And here she is.
Hey boo, it's giving. They hating. Like, what? You still
I
can't
can't
hear
hear
me?
you. No.
You can't hear me? Can the other people hear me? Like, if you're on and you can hear me.
Oh,
How
that's
about now?
better. That's better.
Perfect or
I can hear you better. All right, perfect.
Okay.
Perfect, boo. Perfect. All right, they was trying to stop us from doing this live. You see how that energy
Like I
said, ain't no way.
no shade to my lions. But Leo season, it got hands. Yeah.
Giving you a little
power. What do the girls say? I get raw. From the time I wake up,
I get raw. From the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep at night, baby, okay?
Hold on.
All right, but we're here. We here. You know, nothing can stop us. You know, we all the way up, as they say. And we're here to talk about, you know what I'm saying, limited belief systems and all of that as well. So do you got your wine?
So as you can see, as I speak, and I'm trying to make sure, because I have people inboxing me, how do I get in? It's open. You can just come in.
It should be open, yeah.
So I'm drinking a matcha lemonade from Starbucks. I'm infatuated and I needed like that natural energy booster, not like a coffee stimulant. So that's what I'm on. What you on?
Yeah. Okay. You know, I'm just on a regular water today. I don't got no wine, y'all. I drank my wine this weekend, so I don't have no wine. So it's okay, because we still gonna get on here and have some good conversation. I ain't gonna cut up too bad for y'all. Y'all know don't have to be
It's
on the
you
wine
saying that you had your wine this weekend. Girl.
Yeah, I had my wine and I ain't getting no more. You feel it's my birthday season though. Leo season is in full effect, like you said. And it's definitely spicing things up, okay? It's definitely adding flavor to the pot. Sometimes things can get a little boring, so we come through and we spice
it's
things
giving
up.
cayenne pepper.
So I'm super excited about that. It's giving a little cayenne in the eyes. A little hot, you know. Alexa, play Nelly Get Hot in Here.
So hot in here.
All right. So hot in here. So we Tamara, I feel like this topic right here is just perfect for the season though. So like why did we choose this? That I'm gonna ask you that. What made you come to me and be like, I don't even know if I chose this or you chose this, but we on this. How do you feel about Haley? Hey girl, thanks for coming back and visiting us. How do you feel about limited beliefs?
First and foremost, if you're watching this from my wall, come on in. We need to come on in to the live.
Come on in.
We want to see you. We want to know who's here. That way we can connect, that type of thing. But we went to this awesome webinar last week and it left an imprint.
We did.
And it talked about belief systems. So whatever it is that you have established as what is absolute law in your mind when it comes to life, people
Right.
around you, circumstances. It has a lot to do with how you strive for your goals, just how you conduct yourselves. And I think what stood out to me from that webinar is we were talking about your stretch goals for the year. So people were dropping different things. They wanted to lose weight. They wanted to make more money, get houses, do all types of stuff. And it's like, okay, well, what's holding you back from that? And all that stuff, those reasons, excuses, so they're part of your belief system. So I'm like, dang.
They are. And I'm like, damn, that's trashy. For real. So what I liked about the webinar on it, when he was putting up all the different things, the different excuses that we use, like I don't have enough time. I don't, if I wanted to lose 10 pounds, we're going to come up with this excuse. I don't have enough time. I don't have nobody to watch my kid. I'm always at work. I barely have time to get sleep. So those are all just excuses. I have procrastination issues, all kind of things. And that all summed up to be BS, which stands for belief systems. We say it right now, but really shit. Okay? That's what it stands for. All those excuses is bullshit. So we're here to just kind of help y'all see like the negative impacts that may have and all that stuff as well. So when I was reading some articles, I liked how they was pointing out negative system beliefs and positive systems beliefs. So what's some negative I can't even talk system beliefs that we kind of say or set up when it comes to the belief system?
Because this is so interesting to me that there are common negative belief systems that people have that we don't even realize is like common as hell. The first one that I want to call out, because I feel like it's the elephant in the room, and if this is one that you struggle with, I want you to drop a heart, say something in the chat. But it's, until I've reached my goal, I won't be happy. So it's like, okay, once I get this job, once I start this business, once I do whatever, that's when I'll be happy. That is like one of the most common belief systems that people have that hold them up. So what do you think about that?
Yes, I just feel like that is just so, it's so bad, because why can't you be happy in the moment? Why do you have to have something to be happy? I feel like it's all about gratitude. It's all about being thankful and being happy for what you have now, right? So then you can really receive all the things that's coming into you that's ordained for you already. If we attract that's supposed to come to us, we don't chase it, right? We attract it. So why would I base my happiness on that one particular job or person or place or thing, when I could be happy for what I have now, so I can be open to what's going to come to me, right?
And I feel
that's
like
kind of how I feel.
Am I saying that me right now in the present isn't worthy of that level of happiness?
Right.
Like, why does it have to be a situation where I'm delaying my feeling of peace, happiness to a certain point? Like, the person right now is just chopped liver. Like,
just chopped liver. Like, it don't even matter. And I love how Haley said, and there's always a to-do list. Yes. Like, because once you do that, like, Haley, that's so perfect. Because once you do that, then you're just starting that belief system all over. Because once you accomplish that goal, then it's like, okay, now I can't wait till
you never gonna be happy
to be happy. Then I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait till I get this man. I can't wait till I get my
never.
Now you're never happy. So I love how she pointed that out. It becomes a to-do list, and that's trashy. Like, that is a belief system that we have to break. And what's some ways, Samara, that you know of or you can think of that can break
I think
that
for that specific one personally, because I'm gonna keep it G, I've experienced that before, thinking that once I arrive to a certain place, I will be happy. I think something that's really important, and we talked about this earlier, was actually like being present of what's going on around you. So like look at your home. If you have a nice plant, you're like, oh, I love this plant, this is beautiful. Or if you look around and you're like, oh, I really like the fact that I can go for walks and experience the sunshine. Like all the things that bring you here and now, I think as small as they are, it reminds you that life isn't waiting until I arrive at a certain place. I have all this great stuff around me. It's just acknowledging it.
Right. Right, exactly. So that one right there is like an awesome one. Like that one, I'm glad that you picked that one to go first, because people don't really realize that they do that, and they don't really realize that that is creating a negative belief system that is going to impact your life negatively.
So what's another one? Look at me. I'm so happy. Handy dandy notepad.
Handy dandy notebook. I got my little book over here.
Let me see.
Adore your life.
I'm too scared. Well, no, let me ask you this, because I'm too scared. I actually have a challenging statement for that, to challenge that. But let me ask you this.
Okay.
How many times do you feel scared on a daily basis? Yeah.
On a daily basis? Scared? I don't really know if my energy would be scared. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I feel like when
Do you ever feel anxious? Do you ever feel...
Okay, I feel anxious. Yeah, I was say I don't
like
know.
Scary.
I don't be walking around like scared, but I do walk around closed. Maybe that's like me being scared. Hold on.
Girl, that was too much. So while Van is figuring out what that sound was, she just said something that was really powerful. She was like, I don't think I walk around scared, but I do find myself walking around closed. Okay, Mama War, hey, Mama Lisa, anxiety, yeah. So being closed off, you know, once we get to the root of what fear is and what, you know, that looks like for us, it does have different words. Girl, you set that up. So you said you kind of walk around sometimes.
Sorry.
Closed.
I do walk around sometimes closed. So I had to go back. My daughter was going crazy in the background. We live in real lives around here, okay? Just letting you know. Okay, but I do sometimes walk around closed, so I wouldn't necessarily say scared, but I would say fear. I would say that sometimes I walk around with fear, because I fear of the unknown, fear of just being hurt, anxiety that I may have. So I can't say I walk around with that. And that is just such a bad system belief, you know, because it's like, how are you going to get all the things that the divine supposed to give you if you are walking, like if you're so closed off in fear that you can't open up to receive it?
You are spot on. And what I like about the challenging statement that comes with that, like I'm too afraid or I'm too scared, is the fact that fear is natural. It's natural. It's nothing to like cower in the corner or be embarrassed about, because every day we do things that make us feel, you know, afraid, that challenge us. I will never forget, and I love when I have these kind of moments real time. I was in Hawaii, and Jessica and I were like beside this couple. It's a young couple. It's a boy and a girl. And he was like, I'm about to go dive. And she looked at him and she was like, I thought you were scared of the water. I thought you were scared of diving. And he looked at her with a stale face. He said, I am, but I'm going to do it anyway. I looked up.
I'm going to do it anyway. And you better. I know that's right. And like Haley said, fight. Exactly. You have to. You know what I'm saying? I'm scared. Okay. What you really scared of? Are you really scared of that? And then when you said that, that's why I said of what? Cause really deep down you're scared of yourself, like your
Embarrassment
insecurity,
is a
something
big
that's
one.
brought you up.
A lot of times people, and I know you go through this when you're coaching people and you're supporting them and meeting their goals. A lot of people don't want to take risks and put themselves out there. They don't want to appear vulnerable. They don't want to express their real emotions. So they have a certain level of fear that dictates everything, but that is the source. I'm not gonna lie. If I had to be completely like transparent in this moment, expressing emotions, that is something that it's not easy for me to do. And I fear that people are not gonna be able to handle my raw.
Right. Well, my thing is, if you keep, you know what I'm saying, holding in that raw gonna be too much. You gotta let it out. You gotta let it out here and there. So that's why I say be scared of what? The only thing that you have to be scared of is yourself, and you hold the keys to everything. So there's really no fear. Like there's really no reason for you to be scared. So that one was a great
I like that.
I love
what you got?
Yeah. I say some things is I'm not enough.
Can you break that one down? Because I think when people hear that, immediately they like, oh, I would never think anything like that. I would never move like that. No, Mama Lisa said, stand out on faith. Yeah, like step out. Faith and fear can exist. That's exactly right.
Yes, faith and fear cannot
but not
exist,
feeling worthy though. Like I'm not enough.
But
what is that? What has that looked like to you, and like things that you've seen and experienced?
Well, I feel like in past relationships, just dealing with people who are like narcissistic, that are gaslighters, that make you feel like they did you wrong, and now you have to be punished for the things that they done when you tried to give them everything, like you've given all of you. It's kind of like it makes you feel like, dang, I'm not enough. Like you're still out there searching, or you're still out there looking for someone better. Like, what can I do? What else do I need to do? And really, when it boils down to them, is that's their insecurity, not
you
yours.
will run yourself in the ground trying to be enough for somebody who is not full of themselves. You will run yourself in the ground. And I always say this every time we have a Wind Down Wednesday. I am a recovering perfectionist. I'm a recovering people pleaser. And I found myself in certain situations literally like overgiving, making sure that everybody is happy, that they feel good and they feel confident. And by the time I get finished being a people pleaser in that way, I have absolutely nothing left for me. Yeah, and that makes you feel like you don't deserve more. Like it's a double-edged sword because you feel like you're not even worthy of somebody showing up for you and giving to you in the way that you have given to these other people.
Exactly. And that closes you off, because when God or whatever you believe in comes to you and they give you the divine, they give you what you deserve, you're questioning it every 5 minutes. And now you're blocking your blessings because you're still having that negative belief of you're not good enough. I did write something down when it comes to that. Like, so your negative core beliefs is what you think about yourself, others, in the world around you, right? So like, if you're always saying negative self-talk to yourself, like I'm not enough, you know what I'm saying, or everything, those different examples that you gave earlier, then you're just going to start to believe that, and it's just a down spiral from there. Like you're never going to come.
And I like how you gave the analogy of a down spiral, because a lot of the limiting beliefs, negative beliefs that we have are really deep. Even when it comes to challenging negative belief systems, which I know we'll go deeper into that later, but it's really tracing the source. Like, where did this come from? I feel like some negative beliefs, they're not even yours. Like, sometimes it's stuff that the people who raised you or you grew up around that they had about certain circumstances. So you end up taking it. Or it might be something really traumatic that happened to you where you made that, you know, the basis for everything. And it's like, where did this come from?
Yeah, and it's a lot of time, like you said, it's not even you that made that belief. It's just something that was given or brought down from you. So that is definitely a good one. And just y'all know, like, what you say is what you manifest. So when you're walking around and you're saying, man, I'm stupid, or man, you know, dang, I can't get this right, or you know, that's not gonna happen for me. That's you, like, literally putting out in the universe the things that's gonna stop you every time. So then you're starting to wonder, like, why am I, you know, going through this downward spiral, or why am I still going through this whole lesson? I keep coming back to the same things, and it's like once you find yourself coming back to the same things, you have to do something.
Let me ask you this:
you have to.
Have you ever experienced something that literally shook you to your core, where it's like, I've experienced this and it completely hurt me or changed the way I view certain things? Like, how did you come out of being in that space where that became your only perception of whatever that situation is? Like, you mentioned relationships, you mentioned being with the narcissist. So now going into dating, being in relationships, like, how are you able to still show up and put your whole heart into it? What does that look like for Vanity?
Well, that is something I'm still working on. But one thing that I can say, I'm just being honest, that's something I'm still working on. But one thing that I can say is I am a hopeless romantic. I fully believe in love because God is love. You know, so if that's like my mother said, faith, you know, so it's like at the end of the day, all I know is what I've learned from that situation and the red flags that I'm able to see. So instead of turning my eye to it like I would do before, or being like, oh, but I like him, or like, you know, oh, we have a great time, and I'm on this bottle, I'm on this Patron, like, instead of being in that, I really started thinking about like what's really going on. Like, no, they're giving me a sign of X, Y, and Z. So I can go ahead and confront that right up. Cause I like y'all, I'm not playing with people no more. I'm confronting you right there. Like, I don't got time to play. Like, cause when it comes to my emotions, I have to protect my emotions. I have to protect me by any cost. It's literally life or death because I've been in
real life, and people don't understand it. I'll even find myself now being in a space where if I have to take 10 minutes to just be silent while I'm processing what's going on, I give myself that because it's literally spiritual, life or death for me. It's literally one of those things where I can completely compromise myself if I don't do what's nurturing for me. And that's big. Like, people don't be feeling like it's space to do that.
Yeah, but no, it's definitely space to do that. So like for me, I just know, you know, I'm trying to be open when it comes to being free and being out. But at the same time, it's like, I want to watch out for the things that I learned, like the lessons I learned. And that's a lot of things. So I won't repeat those same cycles. So when I see you doing X, Y, Z, I'm going to say, well, you're doing X, Y, Z. And that makes me feel this way. And I don't like that because of this. I don't like that because that triggers this for me. That triggers this anxiety for me. That triggers me to overthink. That triggers me to get depressed. That makes me think that I can't trust you. So if I go ahead and put that out now, you
better go off. For me, it's the big Leo energy. It's that solar plexus that's just flexing. Like, I'm so serious. Like, this ability to really advocate for yourself and use that level of emotional intelligence. Because simply being able to say, like, hey, this triggered this. This may not be your intention. This may not be what you were trying to do. However, this is how it made me feel. Let's go to the drawing board. Let's talk about it. What?
Let's go into yeah. Cause I can't do that. That's something that's like a no-go for me. Me getting my emotions all around, that's gonna affect my whole day. That's gonna like just mess me all up. And I control my day, right? If I don't stop that, then that's giving you the power, and we taking our power back.
If you taking your power back, and
give
that's
my
the
power
way
back.
that you're on, drop a heart in the chat.
If you taking your power back, drop a heart in the comments right now. Drop a heart. She said you better preach about the emotional. Yes, emotional intelligence. Yes, taking your power back. That's what it's about. Y'all, I promise you, like sometimes I've been in my house, just me in my house when I'm having my little worship or whatever, and I'm literally yelling at the top of my lungs, I take my power back. I take my power back. Crying, I take my power back. Because y'all don't understand how much power you have and how much you give out. And people just take your power and they just
and be happy. Seeing you wither, seeing you fall, seeing you being in a state of distress. A lot of times that makes people who don't naturally have a source of understanding for who they are feel better about themselves. Like if I was able to take her down, if I was able to break her spirit, I'm doing something. And for real, like you have to be really vigilant. You can't let people play with your emotions or with your mind. And once you master that, it's a radical place to be in.
You can't.
For real.
It really is. It really is, because now you talk about being fine, you talk about this, but now you're talking about really being confident in who you are altogether. Like you're not even about to play games with people no more, right? Because it's like I take my power back from them.
We are all still learning all the time, and that's something else we should forgive ourselves for. Listen, you girl, get out my mind. Haley, you always do that. Get out my mind, Haley.
She did.
But let me tell you, when we were talking about it, like that's what I thought would be something that I wanted to bring up, because once you have these realizations, right, and you figure out, okay, I gotta stay in my body, I gotta stay in my emotions, I can't let people play with my mind. You don't stop experiencing this stuff.
No.
It keeps coming up because you're having a human experience. And I do think it is important to forgive yourself, like Haley said, and to give yourself grace. If you have a moment where you like, what? And you find yourself getting pulled into somebody else's frequency, give yourself grace. Understand that even with that knowledge, you're still going to have a human experience. One thing about me and Vanity, and this is why Wind Down Wednesday is so successful, why it's growing, is because we're honest with y'all. We're not trying to analyze y'all. We're not trying to just, give you these super textbook life coach answers. It's like, not only do we know from experience of living this, but we go through these things too. You don't not experience it.
And then when you are the king or the queen or just the boss that you are, regardless, you're gonna get tested daily.
What is it?
Especially you're gonna get tested daily.
New devils.
When it's a new level.
When I did the my little picture of my Starbucks, I'm on a new level. I mean, that's how I know personally. When I'm moving and I'm going towards who I'm supposed to be and I'm walking in my power, baby.
New levels, new devils, literally. So it's so important that you watch like the self beliefs that you have, the self-talks that you're doing. And I did write down, it was like, notice your patterns, right? So you have to notice your patterns so then you know what you're doing. So it says, you can't change what, okay, so you can't change what you see, type of thoughts okay, so when you're getting into the negative thoughts, right, you have to decide what type of thoughts am I having? Like, and where are these thoughts coming from? Am I getting these limited Like, am I negative with my self-belief thoughts when I'm walking in work? Or maybe when it's around my parents. Maybe it's around my spouse or my best friend. When I get around them, I'm starting to feel triggered. Like, I'm starting to start questioning myself. Like, that's how you know, oh, the energy's not right. Because remember, everything
that
is
discernment,
energy.
that ability, because your body knows.
Yes.
You start
and it's gonna
breathing right. You start to, even your shoulders, you be like this. Have you ever been somewhere you like this? Like, what? Relax. Calm down. But you can't, because your body is picking up on the frequency that's around you.
On the frequency. And that frequency is trashy. Like, your body gonna tell you everything. It's crazy because me and my special friend was talking about this earlier. And that's the same thing. Like, your body gonna tell you when it's good. Your body gonna tell you when it's bad. Your body gonna tell you when you have good energy around you, when you have bad energy around you. When you have like those, you meet somebody, you have those butterflies like you got when you was a school girl and school boy. That's good energy. That means you're connecting on a different level. When you get around somebody and it's all of a sudden your stomach hurt, you all of a sudden feel sick, all kind of stuff, that's how you know that something's going on with the energy.
Dior, what you doing? Baby, you 12. Sis is in here on fire. Sis said, yes, it's going to tell you even before you walk in the door something not right. She 12. Listen to the mouth of a babe.
And she 12.
Listen to the child. She know what she's talking about.
Me? Exactly, she do. So you're gonna you're gonna notice your thoughts and the stuff that you're around, right? And then you start to notice, like, how often am I doing that? How often am I having those bad self-talks with myself, or down in myself, saying I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough, I can't cook good enough, I can't cook like his mama.
Too. I like how you said I can't cook like his mama, because a lot of times when you're in that zone of continuing to put yourself in spaces, even after your body has told you, like, this not a good fit, you start to draw in people who do the talking for you. So your negative self-talk can be there, and then they say crazy stuff like, this shit is not good like my mama's.
Then they got some negative stuff. Yeah, then they got some negative stuff. So then now you're just surrounded by negativity. So you can't get out of it. So now you're in that BS, that belief system, that down spiral. And it's trashy, and it's just full of trash, and now you can't get out of it, y'all. Keep your frequency high. Even when, and I've been trying to practice this, even if it's somebody that I don't necessarily really deal with, I don't necessarily like, we done had some bad words, we don't talk no more. Even when somebody brings them to me, I go ahead and be like, I have nothing but compassion for them.
Let me tell you
and I
something.
change the subject. Because I'm not doing
I can count on all 10 fingers how many times that I have worked with someone and they start talking to me about another spiritual healer. So somebody who maybe creates products or, does whatever.
Right.
And I don't engage in that. And it's for a number of reasons. I know that it's to keep the frequency high. Like, you don't engage in that type of stuff. And 9 times out of 10, if someone is willing to do that with you about somebody else, the moment you make them mad or you don't rise to the occasion of whatever it is that they expect, they're going to do the same thing to you.
Sis. It's you next. You're up next.
You're up next.
So, no, Liv Darling said, I second guess myself all the time when I know for a fact that my intention is A1 and my initial gut is never wrong.
Pisces. I say all the time. You are a natural intuitive. You can't go back and forth. You can't. But I understand why people do, though, because we don't live in a society where intuitive energy is praised. You are made to think that you're tripping, that's not logical, when really the intuition comes first. The mind can be molded.
Yes, it
The
does.
mind is like clay. So that comes after.
Yeah.
But your intuition is first. And if you start going with that first, it gets stronger and stronger and stronger, and you get more confident.
You do. So it's always important to check, to just make sure you pay attention to your intuition. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to the energy that you're drawing in. And just remember, everything is energy. Like everything.
Everything.
Like literally everything. When you start to overthink that, that's energy. You can literally talk yourself out of the overthinking. And the way you do that is with positive affirmations. When you're saying I'm not enough, you just
I'm enough.
In the moment that you're saying that that's how I do it. That's how I do it. The moment that I'm saying, oh man, I don't feel like I can pass that test.
I will pass.
I don't feel like I can't. I don't feel like I do it. Well, I don't know why I don't feel like I could pass that test. These are the facts I studied. You go back to the facts I studied. I did a pre-test and I did really well on the pre-test. You know what I'm saying? I've been investing my time and my energy into this, so there's no way I can do that. There's no way.
I've been doing the work. And I love the test analogy because really life test. I've been doing the work.
Yes.
I've been paying attention to my feelings. I've been paying attention to my emotions. I've been acknowledging and naming what these emotions are. The other week when I had the situation at the grocery store, when I could have cussed the lady out, I didn't because I'm more in tune and I'm aware. So why is it now when the test is bigger, you sitting here second guessing your ability to be able to show up and pass it then?
Exactly. There's no way. We're not doing it nowhere. We're not letting people play with us. We're getting rid of those BS beliefs. And we're like going into the higher frequency that we need to. So the way that we're going to do that, we're going to challenge ourselves.
Absolutely.
We're going to challenge ourselves so we're not staying in those beliefs. And like I said, the ways that you do that is the positive affirmations. You know what I'm saying? The saying good things to yourself instead of bad things, working out, eating the right food, because that's going to help you stay disciplined in your mind.
And it's going to keep your blood flowing, your chemistry together. It's so many people who are just experiencing imbalances from food. Too much sugar, too much whatever, like in excess, can really put you in a state of anxiousness body-wise. People who like chug coffee all the time, you're gonna be on edge.
Yeah, all the time.
You're gonna be on edge, and it's all connected. And I think that's what makes these conversations so special, because if we trace it back to old school religion and Band-Aid type stuff, it's always approaching it from a spiritual perspective. But let's talk about how the two are connected, and there are things that you can do in the physical that also impact what's happening spiritually. Like it's real.
Yeah. So it's real. So it's super important to challenge yourself, work on yourself on a daily. Like I said, what you eat, what you're watching. I know we all like Wretched TV. I like Wretched TV because, so boom, I like Wretched TV. And, we always get into some type of wretchedness on the show anyway. So what do you feel about this Blueface?
She gonna kill
what's her
him.
name? The Christina girl, whatever her name.
She gonna kill him.
What you think about that?
Gonna murder him.
You think she gonna
have time?
Yeah. That girl energy is all over the place, and it's just so sad to be watching it out. Like I literally be typing the shade room, like please take them off of the shade room. Like I don't want to.
And let me tell you how toxic and twisted like this reality is. I saw a post where it was talking about how she loves him so strongly that we need to basically look at how she loves him so hard and model that, because that's real love.
Yes. She said 1,000K to stop talking. I stopped talking to men for free. And I do. and I cut you right on off, and I keep it moving. Okay, so yeah, I feel like that right there, that's a prime example. Like, they both need to, like, that. I don't know if it's a reality. I don't know what they're doing, but
and
it's
then
just
the
not working for them,
mama
and I'm
be
not feeling it.
fighting the girls, and then the mama. So this was funny, and I had to log
Yes.
off last night because I was tripping. It was a post that the mama had screen grabbed. He had 666K followers, and she said,
Oh, and
she said, honey, cover my son in the name of Jesus. Like, girl, what?
yes. Girl, and you know what did it for me is when she took the tooth out. That was just too much for me. So I was just like, yeah, that's crazy. But we got off subject. You know, that's what we do.
But I hate to say this, but y'all, let's get a little visual going, because sis giving Fatal Attraction, and I'm gonna offer you. If I can't have you, I'll just be single for the rest of my life, and I'll be in jail. That's what she giving.
Well, like, you feel me? I mean, Alexa, play Fatal Attraction by Kevin Gates, because that is definitely what it's giving. Okay, that right there is crazy.
I have one.
But I
got one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Another one that comes up a lot is it's too late.
And that's so trashy. It's too late for what? See, you see how I keep, every time you say it, it's like, and that's how you start getting your mind out of it.
It's too late for
right
what?
in the middle of it.
Like, a lot of times, especially when you talk to older people who are kind of set in their ways, which is some young people who set in their ways. So I'm not being ageist, but you'll literally like be discussing something new that could change their life, fix whatever situation they in. And it's kind of like, no, I'm too old for that. It's too late for that. Wanting to further education, wanting to start businesses, wanting to actually pursue your goals, like really thinking that you're too locked in to the reality that you have now. Yeah. And you can't do something different. You can change it up at any point.
You can change it up at any point, and I feel like that's like that's you stepping out of the box. Like, you're never too late for anything. No matter the age, no matter what it is, you always have the same 24 hours as anybody else to make it. You know, somebody could have said it's too late. The person in, what was they, where they I forgot where they won the little $1 billion ticket for the mega. I forgot where they won that at, but they could have said, you know what, it's too late for me to go to that gas station and get that winning ticket. And it's never went. Like,
that would have been a shame.
It's too late in the day. That would have been a shame. Like,
that would have been a real shame. Like, as we're talking about this, I'm like, oh, that would have been sad. But no, like, the way that thing came over me, it's the same scenario with your goals and with the things that you want to do. It will be a shame.
It'll be a shame that you could have been a millionaire, but you were so stuck in those old limited beliefs and the negative self-talk that you just got stuck in a downward spiral of the BS and of the belief system that it's not even real, because you had the power to do anything.
It's never too late. I feel like it's some of us who, even with going through the pandemic, going through everything that we've experienced over the last few years, if you haven't been confronted with what makes you happy, what does not, what you want life to look like, now more than ever, like, it's real. So whatever it is that you want life to look like, it's not too late. You may have to come up with a plan. You may have to work on it, you know, in the evenings after you get finished handling your responsibilities, whatever it looks like, but still put that energy towards whatever that thing is. Because once you put that energy, that frequency towards it, it makes it even more real. It's not just a thought. It's not just something that, you know, you're thinking about. Like, no.
Okay, let's see. Haley said, I feel like we can also do this in short term too, that being the too late. Yeah, you can do that in short term, definitely. Jessica said I had to pull up into the rest stop right real quick because y'all cooking up. Keep dropping them gems coming.
That's
Thank
what we
you.
do.
We appreciate it. Okay. We appreciate it. But yeah, like the too late stuff, that's just trashy.
And you know,
When
I
like
don't
it's
time.
never too late.
Like I
to
say
do-
all the time, honey.
yeah.
It's never too late. I don't care if I am 80 years old and I decide at that point I want to start directing videos. I'm going about it. I'm doing what I have to do because I feel like you
Yeah.
don't get these seeds planted in you for no reason. Anything that comes up in your spirit, anything that comes up as a thought is something that wants to be expressed through you. And it's worth pursuing. It's worth taking those steps to bet on you.
It is. Now, I'm not saying like every 5 minutes in your head that you got to come up with a plan. No. Get you something that you really love, or that it's a good hobby for you, and stay on it and see it through, y'all. Just see it through. Be consistent. Like, that's one thing I can say. A lot of people have asked me like how your reels be taking off, what you be doing with your reels, how you be in your reels taking off. And I just really just be being consistent. That's it. Like, I just be really being consistent, even on days like where I don't feel like it, or I be like, I don't know what I'm gonna post today, or I don't really have anything. I just literally just be consistent, and they pop out. And sometimes, believe it or not, they might pop out 2 days later.
I'm not lying when I say this. 2 weeks later, I started getting this feeds and feeds of stuff. Yeah. But I feel like even with Reels, TikTok, promoting yourself, I can think of so many times when I've talked to people and it's like, oh, I'm not doing that. I'm too serious. I'm not doing that. But when I tell you, doing the Reels is fun. Doing the Reels and just kind of like playing around and bringing humor to whatever it is that, your brand is. It is really fun, and it's stepping outside of yourself, challenging yourself, but also learning and being consistent. It's stuff that I made a year ago where I'm like, damn, but I learned, and I'm going to continue to learn. You start to pick up on different things. So I feel you. Like, I feel like Reels is a perfect example for real.
It is. It's definitely a good example. So just, it's never too late. You're never too old. You're not going to look corny. You're not going to, all of that is stuff that you say in your head, that you put in your head. It's not, this ain't this and that ain't that. Here's Phoenix in the background.
Hey, PJ.
Say hi. All right. But I don't even know where we are with time tomorrow. No. Do you know where we are? I don't.
It's 9 o'clock.
Oh, it's time for us to go.
Don't swerve like that, friend.
Bye. No, I'm just playing. No, but I say all of this to say, like, on some real stuff, Phoenix, stop now, being serious. On some real stuff, I say all this to say, like, always gut check yourself when it comes to your BS system, which is your bullshit system, which is your belief system, right? Always gut check yourself. Be positive. Say positive things to yourself. Have positive talk. Do mirror talks to yourself with positive affirmations. So look at my mom, like, hi, Phoenix. So that you are staying ahead of it and you're not getting trapped in.
And be mindful of who around you. If you're doing all of this work and you're studying, like we gave the test analogy, you're doing all this work on you, for you, to get you to that place where you're shifting your belief systems. Anything, any energy, anybody that's not connected to the new belief system that you're going towards, you're going to have to readjust with them too. Because you can't be watering your plant and at the same time somebody coming by kicking it over or siphoning water out of it. It don't work like that. So be mindful of the
Right.
work that you're doing on you, and also how the people around you, the relationships that you have, they will have to adjust. I'm not gonna say they might, they will have to adjust.
Yeah. No, they're gonna have to adjust because misery loves company. You gotta keep your eyes out for all of that. So make sure that you're keeping yourself aware, stopping people at the door. Don't let people play with you. It's your season. We're in Leo season. Do what you have to do. I need to give myself so much more grace. I need to treat me good. I need to think of myself. Yes, you do. Like if you don't put yourself as like you're the prize, nobody else is. Like,
will not. Nobody else is
you.
gonna make you a priority,
like
more than you will for you. Even when
exactly.
you understand this and you're in a space of making yourself a priority, nobody gonna do it like you.
Nobody gonna do it like you. So, and then once you set the mold, and once you start setting the mold for yourself, because that's just self accountability. Once you start setting the mold for yourself to be like, you know what, I'm holding myself accountable to making myself a priority. Everybody, whoever comes direct to you, because we attract what we want, like I said earlier in the video. So anything that comes to you, it's gonna be making you the priority, because they see like I can't have Steph because she don't play with her because she already putting herself as a priority. She's already setting her standards up here with herself. So I can't even come to her and play with her like that. Or him. He hold himself up like he's a true, he true about it. So when I come to him, I gotta already be right there ready with
him
how because he's not gonna play with
because a lot of these guys walking around here and they self-esteem not where it is. Like,
it's so
low self-esteem in men, it shows up in different ways. It shows up in a lot of ways we glorify in present day culture. So I love how you mentioned him, because when you see a man who got it, he understands his work, he understands his values, that ain't nothing to run from.
That ain't nothing to run from. So it's just like at that moment, ladies, when y'all come across that, you gotta understand, like, he know what, you gotta gut check yourself, like, you know what, you right. I might need to do something different. I might need to look outside the box a little bit.
It's that little smile. I might need to do something different. I might need
to do that because I might need to be quiet because that might be God giving me my husband, but I don't know how to be quiet. So let me be quiet now. Because this is a man standing in his rightful power.
And I don't have to be
here. Let me do it.
Don't get me started.
And I don't have to stand in my masculine energy. I can stay in my feminine energy. Because that's what we be hollering, right? Like, if I get a real man, I don't gotta be in my masculine energy. But then when we get the real man, we don't know how to turn the masculine energy off.
And I'm speaking generally, because we're talking about energy and my situation, and I got a whole life wife. But a lot of times, like, I have seen women be the boyfriend. I have seen women be the husband.
Right.
So once you get the opportunity to be the girlfriend, be the wife, it's something completely different that's coming up there. And that's not exclusive to just heterosexual relationships, because energy is energy. And some people have more dominant feminine energy. Some people have more dominant masculine energy. But it has to balance. And both people should have it, but it has to balance.
It has to balance. And you have to make it okay. Even for the ladies, you have to make it okay for your man to be in his feminine energy sometimes, to connect that way. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, they don't know how to do that sometimes in this world either, because they always got to be just so strong. I got to be so strong.
It starts with your sons, too. If you got a son,
what?
If you have nephews, like, seriously, give them space to be in their feminine energy, because what happens is they grow up, they dating. Now he don't know how to connect emotionally. He don't know how to express himself. Like, I could do a whole Wind Down Wednesday on how men really do be having low self-esteem and a lot of depression. Yes.
Well, let's do that next one. You want to do that?
And
You
maybe
want
we
that to
can
make that
invite
topic for the
some
next
fellas.
Wind Down Wednesday? Okay, cool. So what we're gonna do is talk about it, because I feel like we talk about the ladies, but we can't forget our fellas. So we'll plan that and see what we can do to invite some fellas on the talk show or whatever.
Haley, like, please.
So
I think that would be good, because there's a lot that looms underneath the surface that, again, society, we are not conditioned to really recognize the feminine.
Yeah. My mom said she said, so, but men hold their feelings inside. Women let theirs out. Exactly. And that sometimes that's not healthy. That's not, like you said,
everybody needs to be
that balance.
Letting it out. Everybody got to express.
Letting it out.
Because that is so imbalanced.
Yeah, so that is, we can definitely do that. I'm glad that y'all help us come up with that next topic for next week, because that's perfect.
Thank you.
Light work. You see, y'all, and let me say this one time, y'all. Like the Haleys, all the people that's just coming in, that's been showing up, Decida, like all of y'all that's been showing up. We really appreciate y'all for like just coming and like talking with us and just communicating with us in the chat and just staying in tune with us. We really appreciate it. Like, our numbers have been growing. We really appreciate it. And we want to make sure that we do this in the present. So definitely stick around, because we might decide to do this in the present. We want y'all there. We want our people we want y'all to pull up on us. And I mean, I know it's monkeypox and all this stuff.
Y'all just not going to be able to hug.
You're just not gonna hug me. We're gonna have to social distance, and we're gonna have a little mask on and stuff. But we're gonna do what we need to do, okay? But I definitely wanted to give y'all praise for just showing up each week that we come on and just being in tune and communicating.
Reaching out to us like so many times. Liv, Darling, Whitney, Dior, Tasia, my Asia, my sister cousins. Like, y'all are so consistent with being. Is it Wind Down Wednesday? What we talking about? Y'all ain't posting nothing yet.
Right.
That empowers us, because as much as we come on here and we share our experiences and our knowledge, having that support and knowing that people actually want to hear what you have to say is so empowering.
It's super bright, because y'all really don't know a lot of times. Sometimes it be both of us. Sometimes it might be Tamara. Sometimes it might be me. Yeah. We be going through it ourselves. We be having like crazy.
I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah,
it wasn't gonna be no wind down today.
It was almost canceled, but we come through and we show up, and it's because of y'all. So we really appreciate it. Y'all know life coaching. I'm Adore Your Life. Finding your purpose and all that as well. So make sure that y'all are following me on all social media, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all of that jazz. Make sure that y'all are following me at adore_Coach Vanity. And you can book your session at adoreyourlifebw.com. So make sure y'all doing that. Go ahead and drop your
So on all social media platforms, Intuitive Talks with Myra. You can reach me, message me, enjoy my content, enjoy my smile, drop through and connect with me. Share me with your friends. Share us.
Yeah.
If you see something, if you see something and it makes you laugh or inspires you or it's thought-provoking, sometimes it's not just booking, right? You may not be in a space where you can do that, and that's cool. But somebody else, who is looking for our services can benefit from them, and you just sharing goes a long way. I'm here for your spiritual life coaching needs, intuitive life coaching needs, mindset coaching, energy alignments, tarot, rituals, all that stuff that we used to hide
All
in the
that
corner.
jazz,
Your grandma used to
okay?
burn that hair after she combed your hair. You like, why she doing that? I can tell you why and why it's important. So all of that kind of stuff. And as far as booking with me, you can hit up my Linktree, which displays all my services, or you can come directly to intuitivetalkswithmyra.com. And I would love to connect with you. But the biggest thing, y'all, share us.
Yeah, definitely. And we appreciate all of y'all coming in. We're going to be talking about men and their insecurities on the next Wind Down Wednesday. So we cannot wait till y'all come through. Make sure y'all have some good things to drop in the chat so we can talk on it and everything. Until then, y'all,
unapologetically thrive. Have a good one, y'all.
Adore your life, boo. Bye. We'll post our link on YouTube.
It does.
If it lets us.
We got them.
Okay.
Have a good one.
All right, cool. All right, bye, you guys.